Blogtalk Radio.
Ooh, I get the girl that says Blogtalk Radio. I think I fucked something up here, doing this from a different location from T. All right, so we have the TonyTalk wrap-up show, and I do not have intro music. I got to get some intro music. I don't know. Shout out to the Danger Smooth, a.k.a. TonyTalk chat over in Titscore. Hello, guys. How are you? Capitalist Ghost. Hello. Heinz Guderian. I love that name. Internet friend. That is true. Never trust a fart. I got a story about that Tony would probably go along with. I started keto. I did that about a year ago. And I remember I was told to eat a bunch of MCT oils. And I did. And I sneezed, and I could have sworn I shit my pants. My car smelled like vomit. Yeah, I don't eat MCT oils anymore. They were very disgusting. Very good for you, but not so good on the gut. It was funny because it was before a wrestling show, too. I was doing, before I could actually wrestle, I was doing a bodyguard shtick for somebody. His name's Cam Zagami, and he goes by the name of Club Cam. Give him a shout out. Maybe you guys can look him up. Very entertaining. Good guy. Real good guy. I shit your wrestling short. No, I didn't shit in my shorts. If I did, that would have sucked. So, Ashley's asking me in the Titscore room what she missed. Well, Ashley, you missed out on nothing. Tony bored the fucking audience. He doesn't know how to schedule shows, and he doesn't get enough callers or listeners like he normally used to do. So, that's what happens. Okay, so now I'm doing a wrap-up show for about the next 58 minutes about something that didn't happen. Well, let me give you all an update. This is going to be lovely. Okay, so update on Joe Gibson. Joe Gibson challenged me to an MMA fight. I decided to graciously accept in the name of charity, of course, not because I feel like punching him in the face. And I ended up doing this thing where I started a fight camp, and I'm in the gym, and by gym I mean the MMA gym, and there's a lot of grappling happening. Last night it was a striking night. And a bunch of throws from the clinch, which that's what I plan on doing when I have Joe in the clinch. I don't want to give away anything like Tony did tonight when he was like, oh, he has a high kick. Yeah, motherfucker. I was trying to hide that from him. I'm sure he's never seen me throw one. But now he's going to expect it. So either way, it's going to connect, and he's not going to like it. Even if he blocks it, it's going to suck. And I've also been working on my jiu-jitsu a lot, which I never really did before because I was more or less a defensive striker. But I kind of feel like I want to tie him up on the ground and make him really tired. Be fun. Be real fun. Also, you guys can help me with this. I am not fucking creative. So here's the thing. Professional wrestling. I don't know how many of you guys are professional wrestling fans, but apparently on AEW, they started a TonyTalk chant where Jericho turns around and said, "Who's Tony?" Very, very funny. I laughed my fucking ass off at that. I'm glad. Y'all are, whoever started the TonyTalk chants in the audience are probably listeners of the show. I want to personally thank you. This is pretty cool. It's really cool, actually. I'm digging it. So that was pretty awesome. Fucking Tony got on AEW before I did. And I'm the one putting all the time in. Speaking of professional wrestling, real quick, I'm getting sick of it. I'm getting sick of the culture. I'm getting sick of the fucking people in it. You get a bunch of malcontents that, they're just fucking assholes. Hate to say it. They're assholes. I'm a nerd. I don't look like one, but I'm a fucking nerd. I love my comics. I love, at one point I did the anime, so don't fucking shoot me. So I'm a nerd. These guys are jocks. I don't get along with jocks, but I was always the nerd that could beat the shit out of the jocks. So anyway, back to Tony. Nothing happened tonight aside from El Dico called in. That was great. El Dico. And I just want to say that, if it feels safe and I have a sense of security when I'm driving up I-90 West. I'm going back. There's the east. I don't fucking know. But I'm going up I-90 West, or I'm on Storrow Drive, and I'm heading back to the tunnel, going back to where I'm from, where I have my home, which I'm not going to mention because I don't want any weirdos coming knocking on my fucking door. And when I look behind me through my rearview mirror and I see the dick signal up in the sky, and it's mighty glory, and I see this beautiful, almost, it could look CGI, kind of like what they did with Spawn back in the 90s. And I look up and I see this giant cape, and I know that the city's protected because El Dico is up there. And the shadow that he casts amongst the light, amongst the dick signal, you guys know that the dick signal, there's two signals. One that shines the dick shadow up in the air. And then when he's on the roof of the Prudential Center, or wherever he is, he just kind of arches his hips a little bit. And because he has a big dick, the light hits and creates a silhouette of this enormous cock. And it's amazing. Also, I do want to add that this wrap-up show is also a Joe Gibson wrap-up show, if I can just, throw that in there. Joe Gibson has hired me to be his wrap-up show host. And here's a couple of highlights from the last show. Joe Gibson went on about politics. Joe Gibson went on and on about his delusional state of politics. Then he proceeded to suck the penis of Mandelicon live on the air for about 40 minutes worth of his show. And then, I just heard my neighbor yell, no, no, no. Yes, 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 it's true. Jesus, does anybody hear that? She's yelling at her kids and she just slammed the door. I hope she beats them up. I'm going to be quiet. She's coming down the stairs. Who hears this? She's going to slam the door. No. Damn it. I was expecting a door slam. Fuck. Anyway. You motherfucker. TJ Hooker. I'm looking into the Discord chat right now. You fucking asshole. Can you guys get a fucking picture of me that is normal, that actually looks good? Something where I at least look fuckable. You guys get the worst, the absolute worst fucking picture of me, and you put it on the worst pictures. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. I love you guys. Anyway, so now that I started my... Who else saw it? You guys saw that. All right. I'm going to take some phone calls, and we're going to talk more. I do not have a tattoo that says slut across my stomach, you motherfuckers. Right. 502. I'm going to bring you on, and then hopefully I can answer Jesco Baby's question about creatine. Yeah, you guys have fitness questions. Feel free to call in and ask. We're not just going to talk about Tony. All right, 502. 502. I'm going to say, what do you hear? What do you say? What's up, 502?
Nothing much. How about you?
Not much, man. I had to race home from training tonight to do the wrap-up show because I promised you guys, unlike some motherfucker that likes to sign on and sign off whenever he damn well pleases. At will, and does shows that fucking, he doesn't schedule shows. At least I had him scheduling the damn thing so people would listen. But yeah. What's up, 50? What's your name anyway? Can you give me a name so I can't just don't call you numbers?
Well, I'm King.
Give me a fake name.
In the disc.
Oh, King. I'm just going to call you King. All right, cool. Okay.
Or you can call me Bend Over or Fill My Ass. Whichever works.
I like Fill My Ass.
King
That's Mr. My Ass. I like that. What's going on, Mr. My Ass? What's happening?
Nothing much. Just finally happy to be off work. Managed to catch a show and play some satanic messages. I regret nothing.
It's funny, right? Because I was listening to the show. Oh my God, the playback! Oh my God, the playback is killing me. I hate my own voice.
Oh, sorry. I think that. Hold on. Sorry about that.
That's fine. So, yeah. I was listening to that, and I could clearly hear that it said "Heal Satan," or whatever, and the fact that Tony, I think it was a Freudian slip when he said he didn't want to hear anything about semen. So, and yes, bam, the show just started. My show just started. Tony took his ball and went home because he runs out of shit to talk about and nobody calls in. Yeah, yes, Ash, we know you had nothing to do with that Satan call. So, Phil, did Tony say, like, where did you get that Tony-esque voice to say something like that? Oh, damn it, Phil, I think I lost you. That's all right. I'm going to mute you. Call back in, Phil. Mr. My Ass. Call back in. All right, 757, I'm going to bring you on. The Real Talent Show. I am not the real talent. I'm not the real talent. I'll tell you what, though, if I did have my own show, aside from this wrap-up show, there'd be a lot of shit on there. A lot of shit. It wouldn't just be wrestling and fitness and all that other stuff. So, all right, 757. What's happening, 757?
Hi.
Ash, what's going on? Ash, I can hear you fine. Ash, what's going on with you? You're a crossroads demon?
I don't know. I've been sick for the past few days, so I've been resting, and I woke up, put my computer on, and he decided to do a show without telling anyone.
Yeah, it's really shitty marketing. It's really shitty advertising or whatever,
you're
whatever you want to call it.
You're the talent for tonight. You're the talent for tonight because Tony doesn't know how to skill.
Well, God, or whoever the hell. God, Satan, or whatever you guys really worship, bless you for listening to me for an hour straight. Yeah, you guys, or Ashley, bless you guys, for listening to me for an hour straight, go on about a show that was, I mean, I don't mind talking about a show. I don't mind doing a wrap-up show for Tony. I don't mind doing that. It's the problem entails, just there's nothing to talk about. He came on the air tonight and bitched. He did a show what did he sign on, like 4 or 5 hours prior to even having a show? Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense at all. I'm going to try to convince him to get it. Yeah, well, I'm going to try to convince him to get a schedule going. So, I thought you'd yawn right on the air. Jesus. And you guys aren't boring me. I'm tired. I had a rough day, and then I rushed home because I make promises. What's up, Ash?
Did you see what I just posted in the Discord?
Oh, God. Is that another picture of me? Jesus.
Yeah, it's a picture.
Why do I look like I just got done being breastfed? I look like... So does anybody agree with me that I look like David Draymond in this picture? Anyone?
I have no idea who that is, so I wouldn't know.
What is funny is I can't find myself to be even remotely fuckable in this picture. And Bam left the conversation. You motherfucker, get back in here. You can't just bail. You better come in here with a different name. Well, internet friend says that they would fuck me. Thank you. I appreciate that. Like, would you take me out to dinner? What happened?
Let's bring up around Gretchen.
You bring it up around Gretchen?
Yeah, let's see. Yeah. Yeah, well, you're more entertaining than me. Because I'm kind of a little stumped. So I guess I could tell you guys about, I mentioned having experience with Disney.
Yes.
So, yeah. So here's my story. When I was young, Disney was trying to make a show called Recess based around kids in school. And they were searching all around the country, and they chose our school. So, yeah, I'm basically... I basically had hold on. Let me get my thoughts together. Yeah, I was basically in a cartoon. I didn't voice myself, but there were a bunch of us around. Gretchen was on there, and I was on there, and it turns out Disney was going to pay us just to watch us, and they never did, so over families got together, launched a lawsuit. We won. We got paid. You know, I'm going to assume that the whole thing with Disney didn't work out with Tony, so... Yeah.
Oh, the Disney thing where he was supposed to sing and I sang?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me give you some behind the scenes shit with that. I ended up picking up my daughter one day from school, and I said to her, I go, I'm not going to say her real name unless I have on the air. I don't know. But I said to her, I go, hey, you got to come with me tonight. She's like, where? I got fucking singing lessons. She's like, why? I was like, I got fucking singing lessons. Come with me. And I prepped. I knew I wanted to fuck with Tony, like 2 to 3 weeks out, 4 weeks out. And I went and I actually got singing lessons to strengthen my voice a little bit to sing. And it was pretty fucking funny. And I did it just to sing that song. I did nothing but rehearse and rehearse and rehearse just because I knew he would play that shit on the air. Yeah. And just so we found just the song for me to sing. And then I started singing I think I sang Jack's Lament at one point from what the hell was it?
I think I heard that. When you,
I'll have you guys listen to it.
Nightmare for Christmas.
I did. It's the worst though. So like I have I think I have it on here. Let me see. I don't know. I don't have it. Fuck. I have it on my computer. But no, I don't have it. Internet friend is wondering when I had the sing along. No, I just sang. And Tony got pissed off. I sang like I think it was Evermore. I think it was Evermore from the Beauty and the Beast movie. Because that's the only thing I could sing at the time, and it was pretty funny though. But yeah, he was fucking mad because I had my.
Oh.
What's that?
Oh, go on. I didn't mean to interrupt. Go on.
Oh, how dare you? No, that's fine. You can interrupt me. I'm not a dick suck like some radio show hosts.
Since he isn't here to scream at me, I'm going to have to go in and say that you're definitely the better singer.
Well, thank you. And yes, Capitalist Ghost got jealous.
Yeah.
I mean, not got jealous, but yes, Tony got jealous. Tony got jealous of me when I was singing. And it was dumb. It was hilarious, but dumb. But yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, that's...
Well, one last thing. Are you gonna try to call Joe Gibson tonight?
I might call him to let him know, to give him an update on my fight camp so far. It's been day 2. And day 2, yesterday was throwing and striking. Day 2 was a lot of grappling. A lot of like stuff. I started on my back a lot, and there we go. But yeah, I started mostly on my back in guard in case Joe takes me down. That was the in the guard stuff. Internet
So
friend.
he's not going to.
I mean, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt because that would suck if I'm fighting him and he rips me to the fucking mat and I'm going to be like, are you kidding me? But yeah, that was one of the things I said, yeah, you know what? Let's work on the ground. So, and tomorrow night's going to be more.
Call him tonight.
I'm going to call him
tonight. Can you bring me back on? You can bring me back on if he is talking to you? Okay.
Yes, I will bring you back on.
My apologies for being boring. I've just been super sick.
That's fine. Listen, feel better.
Yeah.
Feel better. I'm glad you called in.
Okay.
And I'm going to keep you on mute. And I'm going to see if I can find Jesco, because I know Jesco had a creatine question that I really want to answer. All right.
Thank you, Internet friend. Bye, J-Bo, and tell Jesco baby I said hi.
I absolutely will. All right.
Okay.
Talk to you later, Ash. Thank you for the call.
Okay, bye.
See, look at that. There's a rapport with my callers. Oh, shit. And everyone's getting along. Nobody's saying shit to anybody. It's amazing. Hold on. I think I see Jesco's number in here. I know Jesco's number because Jesco's my boy. And I've missed Jesco. Jesco disappears sometimes and he upsets me. Let's see. Is this Jesco, baby?
Sure is, J-Bo, baby.
Oh, my God. Jesco, baby, you're like a celebrity. You have your own album. You've got your own electrical power company. You're sponsored by the most powerful, one of the most richest men from down south, BBF.
Right.
It's an honor.
That's right. Yeah, and Tony is super jealous.
Yeah, he's pissed. He wants to be you really bad. Really, 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 really bad. So, yeah, man. So you had a creatine question.
Yeah, well, since I do the vegan thing, someone said, like, you get plenty of creatine if, like, you eat red meat type of thing. So, but I don't. I don't eat any meat. So that's why I decided, to start taking it. So I think it's working.
So here's how it goes. First off, Ashley says hello. And
Ashley, baby.
And she would love Jesco Baby and the Babies to be part of her dark circus, her nightmare circus.
Okay.
It's another gig. There you go.
Yeah. Absolutely. Book it through BBF. He books us.
Okay, so here's how creatine works. I'm going to dumb it down because I don't like to get into crazy scientific shit. And someone's probably like, he's wrong. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Well, fuck you. I'm not a nutritionist. So creatine is an amino acid, which in layman's terms, yes, you get it from steak, but since you're a vegan and you don't eat meat, which, again, there's nothing wrong with that. It's a lifestyle choice. You taking it means that there's this magic powder. It's not really magic. But it's an amino acid that forces glycogen, ATP, and I don't know what the fuck ATP stands for, but it's an energy source that gets stored into your muscle. If you notice, you look a little bigger, you feel stronger. It's forcing the carbohydrates, the glycogen, and everything into your muscle, which is going to up your endurance, which in turn ups your strength. Does that make sense?
Yeah, actually, yeah, it kind of makes a lot of sense, because I feel like I can do more, nowadays.
Well, you can. So, like, I didn't know that it did anything great for anybody until I started taking it. One of my friends were like, hey, he's actually a professional fighter. His name's Don Shamus. A shameless Don Shamus. He fought for Bellator a couple times. You guys can look him up. Give him a shout out. Tell him J-Bo or AKA Tiny says hello. And so what happens is I took it with I took it with like a dextrose, which is a simple sugar. And the dextrose, which is a simple sugar, obviously, it absorbs quick. It absorbs within a half an hour to an hour before a workout. And then I went ahead and worked out, and I felt fucking amazing. And this is when I was on keto, which was a little different because I was eating meat and high fats and vegetables like green veggies and stuff like that. But yeah,
Right,
so
low carbs. Low carbs, but the creatine likes the carbohydrates.
Super low carbs.
But I thought, right.
But I mean, with you eating vegan, your carbs are going to be higher because you need a better, like beans, legumes, all that stuff like that has protein. I mean, you're gonna eat that, and with creatine, it's just gonna shuttle it in better. You know how many grams you're doing? You're doing like a tablespoon, or you're doing 5 grams?
This stuff is interesting. It's called HCl, creatine HCl, and I mean, I put a little bit in my water bottle, and I take 3 heaping scoops, approximately 750 milligrams. I mean, they're really tiny scoops, and you can't even taste it in the water bottle. So,
what's the brand? What's the brand for it?
Muscle Empire. I got it from a website. Which one was it? Hard Rhino. And I also got beta alanine with it. They say beta alanine is a amino acid that works well with, and I take 1 gram of that.
See, I never messed around with like creatine HCl. I think maybe I may have, but like I messed around with creatine monohydrate, which was more of a powder. I don't know the difference. I don't know the difference between the two. If you go
I think it's supposed to be like, no extra stuff. It's just it's supposed to be like the salt. It's like creatine salt, and it took out all the extra stuff, and it's just, I don't know, boiled down shit or something,
Oh, okay. So creatine HCl, creatine hydrochloride, is molecularly bound with hydrochloric acid to enhance its solubility. So it's stronger than monohydrate, and it gets absorbed faster. So it's like it's equivalent from taking a bus, walking to a destination. Yeah, you're doing the right thing. Yeah, keep doing it, man. I love creatine. Creatine's great.
Yeah, I was reading about it on Reddit. I don't know what to think. I think a lot of this stuff might be in people's heads, but I think it's doing something. But they were talking about how creatine could mess with men and make them bald and shit. So they say you can take zinc to counteract that. Zinc is good. And I also heard something else that, like, if you were to ejaculate, that you're basically releasing zinc. So you want to hold all that stuff in. You want to keep that all for yourself. Don't waste it.
Damn, I think Alfonso needs to be aware
unless
of this.
Unless you're trying to make a son. You know what I mean? Otherwise, gotta hold it in.
Mamma mia. Yeah, I mean, Alfonso needs to know this because I know Alfonso likes to ejaculate a lot. So.
Hey, I remember I was going to ask you. You need to get an exclusive interview with El Duco. That would be friggin' the best.
I will try my best. I mean, he might. It's going to have to be like a Lois Lane thing. Like, if anybody remembers the Superman from the 90s, and do you remember when like Lois Lane met Superman up on like a balcony, and like she was wearing like a dress or something like that, and he flew around and held on to her, stuff like that. I think that's what I might have to do. I might have to wear like a dress and say that I'm like a reporter, and then have Aldico meet me on a roof. Hopefully the fucker can fly and hold me up, but I don't know. The ABC show? What are you talking about? You guys, you fuckers, internet friend, fucking make pictures of me on Titscore with a fucking with no beard, and you put me in dresses. I swear, everybody goes through, like, they go through the. Let me see. Yep, there it is. There's supposed to be a picture of me and Tony. Tony and I cuddling in a pool. A very skinny picture of me with a banana hammock. That's not imposed, by the way. Yes, the 90s. The 90s. I know it seems so long ago. It was. I'm old. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get an interview with El Dico. No, not the New Adventures of Superman. That was of Dean Cain. I'm talking. God damn it, Bam! It was the Christopher Reeve movies. Him and Margot Kidder. I think that was it. Dean Cain came after Christopher Reeves. Anyway, how the fuck do we get into that? But yeah, I'm gonna definitely get an interview with El Dico. I'm gonna talk to him, and I will air it on my wrap-up show because Tony's a bitch and he won't air it on his show.
Oh yeah, and have you talked to Gibson again after, have you researched what it'll take to get a fight off the ground and get it happening down there?
Well, no, I spoke to them. I spoke to the North Carolina Athletic Commission, and they didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. And I was like, okay, do you guys understand what mixed martial arts is? And they were like, well, yeah, we know what it is. It's like UFC, right? I was like, well, it's a promotion. The UFC is a promotion. That's why I lose my shit when people are like, do you do UFC? I said, no, I do mixed martial arts. And I don't do it. I'm trained in it. But yeah, they don't understand what the fuck's going on. But I'm going to talk to Joe later. I'm going to talk to Joey Baby later and see what's going on with that. Because I started my fight camp. I would like for him, realistically, I would like for him to find a spot down there. I've looked to see if there's any MMA gyms. There's a couple of good ones. I think he should join up on one of them because I want it to be fair and accurate. I don't want to just go in there and double leg him, sit on top of him, and punch him because that'd be stupid. Realistically,
not make a prediction.
Yeah.
Not make a prediction. He will.
Yeah.
He will talk tough. He'll help you plan it out. When the time comes, he'll be nowhere in sight. And okay, that's my first prediction. If he does happen to show up, guaranteed as soon as he gets in front of you, he shits his pants. Shits his pants before the first punch is thrown.
I hope he doesn't shit his pants because I'm still going to take him down. I've been working on.
Going to have to save him.
El Dico's going to have to step in. Oh, I hope I get my interview before El Dico takes his side. Because, that's what's going to happen. There's going to be just, smoke around me. I'm not going to be able to see anything. I'm going to get hit by a giant dick. And
wouldn't be the first time, I'm sure.
No, it fucking will not be. So,
do tell.
Sure. Oh, okay. My friend Eli. He's a very big, jacked. He's your favorite, Jessica. He's half black, half Jew. All bad. Giant cock in his. Well, I don't know. He says it's a big dick, but I think he just lied, and I think it's the cup that kind of took its place. But yeah, he sprawled on me and hit me right in the back of the neck, and I was like, dude, Jesus Christ, what is in that goddamn cup? But yeah, I highly doubt I'm gonna have that issue with Joe. Joe, it is what it is. I gotta rip him to the mat. I don't think he's gonna have good. I don't think he's gonna have good hands, but I know he's gonna swing wild. And the most thing that I'm not gonna give away my game plan, but I have an answer for it, and it's mean. It is not right, and I'm probably gonna have to help him up after it. So.
Yeah, there's no way he can box. There's just no way he can, and he can't wrestle. So I don't see him being able to do either one.
I've been fighting for over 12 years now, and you put me in there with a very good boxer, it's gonna be a fucking problem for me because I'm not used to having a boxing background. I went and sparred against the boxer, and we just did boxing, and I'm not gonna lie, he didn't knock me out. But he toned me the fuck up. And then when he was like, oh, let's do MMA stuff. Let's do kickboxing. Whole different world. I just kicked the dog shit out of his legs and ripped him to the mat and clinched him. I clinched him. Took his hands away. So it's like, and I was, he was the recipient of many knees and many throws. But yeah, that was it. And luring TJ Hooker to answer you, I've never done Bellator, but I have very strong connections to Bellator. Jesus Christ, Ashley. Apparently my name is J-Bo Longfeather now, and there's a picture of me with a headdress on. That's weird. Someone put a bunch of penis emojis. Someone tagged Johnny in that. But yeah, I guess I got a bunch of other callers lined up. For some reason, you guys want to talk to me. So, Jesco Baby, I hope I answered your question with creatine. Keep using it. You're going to love it. But yeah. Eat it with white rice. White rice will help absorb it better. Oh, yeah. White rice is a simple carb. It'll absorb real quick.
Nice. Okay. Will do. I'll check that out then. Appreciate it.
No problem. Make sure you do it about an hour or two before your workout. Get it in there. Drink some water. You're good to go.
Nice. Yeah, I'm going to try that. Appreciate it, man.
No problem. All right, sir. I'll talk to you later.
Sounds good.
Be good. Bye.
Bye-bye.
That was Jesco Baby. I mean, the babies weren't there, but it was definitely Jesco. Internet friend, workout question. Is it normal to enjoy your own ball stink after a workout? What do I do for that? I scratch myself, and I quickly bring my hand up to my face, and I smell, and I take pride in it, and I make sure no one catches me. So, and usually I'll get my finger all the way down to my taint, which is, I mean, it's a little too deep, but you know how that goes. So I got 314 hanging out here. Let me bring 314 on the air. 314, you're calling into the TonyTalk wrap-up show, and we have not yet talked about Tony. What's up, 314?
J-Bo, this is Ron Christensen.
Ronnie, baby, what's going on? Have you had the opportunity to have sex with Tony yet? What's going on?
And no, I sent him an email the other day, and I said I wanted to shoot ropes all over him.
Oh my!
And it was a foul response that I got in response. I believe he told me to shove my. I believe he told me to shove my head up my own asshole. It was a little bit of a turn on.
I mean, I'm sure it was.
Yeah. I have another lore question, and maybe this can help Matt Dante or whoever's doing the wiki fill out the wiki a little bit more.
I love Matt. I love Matt's work. But yeah, go ahead.
I have a question. This is about two questions. First one is, and I'm going to take my answer off the air because I have to drive. Can you tell us more about Tony Gaga Sr.? And then the second question is, can you tell us more about the Italian festival and Tony sitting on the horse and bringing the horses back and that whole incident?
Yes. Okay, so Tony Gaga Sr., I don't know much about. He doesn't talk about his dad that much. I know that there's like a love-hate thing going on there. I won't go into that too much, but yeah, Tony sometimes loves his dad and sometimes doesn't. I would love to find out more about Tony's dad. Was it his father? I'm trying to think. Was it his father or his grandfather that killed chickens in the military? I'm trying to think.
It was his grandfather.
His grandfather. Yeah, I don't know much about his dad, but I'm sure we'll find out because all I have to do is ask him. And I'm hearing my phone like every time my phone vibrates, it's Discord or Titscore, whatever you want to call it, and I keep thinking it's him, and I'm kind of like giggling with maniacal glee, waiting to see if he's going to message me, but he hasn't yet. He's probably listening to the show, but I don't see the number on here. But yeah, so and as far as the other lore goes, what the fuck was it? Okay, so his dad I don't know about.
The Italian festival with the horse.
The Italian festival with the horse was more like, so there was a horse there. It was a police horse, and here's a short thing. There was an Italian festival that happened a lot in East Boston. They switched it over to the North End. I don't know why, probably budgeting reasons, or the fact that, and I'm going to say this on the air in front of God knows how many listeners, East Boston tends to fuck things up. And back in the early 2000s and 90s and all that other stuff, it was a very small town, and they tend to fuck up a lot, and they tend to cover up a lot. So logistics weren't right. They fucked up. They didn't get... So I remember this festival. I remember it because I was walking around the festival holding some chick's hand, and it was pretty funny because... So there's more to the story. Tony and I both had a bad night that night. Tony ended up in front of a date being banned off of a horse. Like the Boston police said to him, like, no, dude, you can't ride this horse. It's not a full-grown horse. And he was pulling a nutty and getting pissed off, and the cops asked him to leave, and he was arguing with the police. So he didn't kill the horse, but he didn't even get on the poor bastard. The thing was like the size of a Shetland pony. It wasn't even a damn horse. And so he's pissed off, and the cops are like, hey, calm down, and they're yelling at him, and they asked him to leave. The only fucking guy I ever heard of being asked to leave. And meanwhile, there I am trying to... So there was this girl that I was impressing, and one of my friends, Chris, I'm not going to give his last name because you guys will find him and break his balls, which maybe I will someday. Chris had come up to me with a pair of handcuffs that he won, and he come flying over to me, and he clips the fucking cuffs on me. And I'm like, what are you doing? So I went to CVS, and I'm like, I bought a screwdriver. I was trying to get the cuffs off. And Tony's getting yelled at by the cops while I'm taking the cuffs off of me. It was hilarious. And it was a bad night for both of us. And we both walked home. So I lived about a block away from where he lived originally, or he still lives. And he was pissing and whining. He's like, the cops fucked my night up. And that fucking horse, he was more pissed at the horse than he was at the cops. That fucking horse couldn't hold me up. Fuck the horse. And I'm like, and I'm walking with him. I'm like, man, I was like, I'm bleeding from my wrist. I'm like, my friend handcuffed me like a fucking dick suck. And I was completely embarrassed in front of this chick. So it was pretty sad that my walking home date was Tony Gaga. But yeah, that's what it was. It was a very small horse. It was the only thing they can get on short notice. And Tony couldn't ride it because he was too fat.
Can I ask you one more question?
Yeah, Batman, ask me any questions you want.
Okay. Can you? This is again. I gotta go. I'm taking a Postmate right now. Would you fill us in a little bit more details about the time Tony got banned from the hotel because of Jesco?
That was legit. Yes. Holy shit. Can I bring Jesco on the air when we talk about this?
Yeah.
Okay. Jesco, you there?
Dad's here.
Okay. Jesco, I got you on the air with Ron Christensen. Do you remember the gag that you played on Tony where you set him up with the fucking address for a hotel, and he went there looking for you? And so the story that I got was he was so mad. What was the name of the hotel? I forget.
I forget too.
He went to this hotel. He showed up at the counter, demanded to speak to Jesco White. Because I heard about it. He told me, he's like, I went to this. In his words, he went, I went to the hotel. I forget which one it was. He's like, and I asked for Jesco.
I know he said that there was a bocce ball tournament they hold there that he was not allowed to go to anymore. Because of it.
Yeah, was that after? I think it was after they had a bocce ball tournament and he wasn't allowed in there because they took his picture. He's like, they took me in the security office. They took a picture of me. and they told me never come back there again. That fucking Jesco, I'm going to find that son of a bitch. And he went off. He went completely off.
I wonder why he can't land a girlfriend and stay, stable.
I want to know why he's had more girlfriends than I have. That fucks with me. I mean, I understand what I looked like back in the day that you assholes keep photoshopping in the Discord room. But I mean, Jesus Christ. How this
they like what they see. You know what I mean?
It's got to be the turtlenecks. It's got to be the fucking turtlenecks.
One more question, Taylor.
Yep.
One more question. Can you get Reese Cotton back on the podcast?
Reese, yeah, I can reach out. So Reese, I didn't get her. Well, I got her kind of on the podcast. I reached out to her and said, "Listen, Tony's, whatever." I gave her the rundown. I can get Reese on the podcast, I believe, but Reese is super busy. I met Reese Cotton at a place called Redline Fight Sports in Cambridge, where Reese was training to actually fight in MMA. And a lot of people don't know that about her, but she had a nasty overhand. Her ground game was coming up, but Reese had a real nasty overhand. Always loved working with Reese. She almost knocked me on my ass a couple times too, which I give her respect for. And Ron,
I gotta go.
Huh?
I gotta go. I gotta take my delivery up.
Oh, have at it, man. Have at it, Ron. But yeah, that was Reese Cotton. Yeah. So I will try to get her back on if there's a high demand for her. And I know how Jesco feels about his black women comedians. But I got 13 minutes left. I'm gonna throw Jesco on mute. Jesco, baby. And can somebody give me Joe Gibson's number one more time? Because I feel like I want to talk to him for a little bit. I would call Tony Farrar and Kenneth Fishman because I actually like Ken. But I know Tony's just going to stifle the poor son bitch. So I ain't going to do that. Thank you, internet friend. Let's try it. Let's have it. 336-419. Oh, yeah, I'm not supposed to say that on the air. I'm not supposed to say that Joe Gibson's 336-419-7236. I'm supposed to protect that. Let's see. This is a screenshot. Were you listening to the angry political guy? They look like little clits. They don't look like animals.
What do you want?
How you doing?
Yeah, hang on a second. Yeah, okay. What's up?
How are you?
I'm doing all right.
I have 11 minutes left on the air. It was a request that I give you a call. Just want to give you a quick update. So I started my camp. Yesterday I worked on throws and striking from the clinch, and tonight I worked on mostly like grappling off my back, like jiu-jitsu, stuff like that. I also gave what do you call it? Who the hell was it? The North Carolina Athletic Commission a call. They didn't get back to me for like a day or two. And then they didn't even understand how to sanction a damn MMA fight, first of all. They didn't know how to do it. They assumed it was just like UFC, but both of us are not that good, so we're not going to be in the UFC. So yeah, that's where that stands.
So you tried to organize this where we could fight at the gym.
Basically. Well, I said to them it was a charity event. That's what I said.
Oh, okay.
I said it was a charity event because that's what was a good idea, but now we have to pick a damn charity.
Oh. Well, what charities would you suggest?
I have no idea.
How about the Loyal White Knights of the Ku Klux Klan?
Would this mean that we'd have to wear sheets and actually like box or something? Because that'd be weird. I wouldn't be able to see shit.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't.
We heard our head.
Well,
We heard our headgear go.
Yeah, how about this? You're Antifa and I'm a Klansman. That'd be a good fight, right?
It'd be a great wrestling match, but I mean, Jesus Christ, I know you.
I don't know. We're going to have to arrange this, but so where would it be at, though?
We'd have to go to Gold's Gym, obviously, or we could, we'd have to either that or an MMA gym down there. Do you have any MMA gyms down there? I'm sure you do.
Well, it has to be at the Coliseum, but I don't think our event would be big enough to be at the Coliseum.
Coliseum? Nobody knows who we are. We'll be lucky if 20 people show up.
You never know. You never know.
I'm banking on 20, 25 people.
We can go to the state park, people are saying right now, because we're on Zoom network right now, too, so.
Well, Ashley offered for us to have the fight at her circus.
At the circus, there you go. There you go.
That'd be weird.
I don't know. He said, so all we have to do is pick a charity, you're saying.
Yeah, they said pick a charity and that we both have to get sanctioned and checked by doctors and all this other shit. So I'm like scratching my head. We're probably going to lose money on this, right?
Yeah, we probably would. Yeah. I mean, I
would rather you do this.
If you want to sponsor it.
That's a great idea, actually. Have BTR sponsor it. I think it would be funnier if during your campaign you came out dressed up like Apollo Creed, but that's just me.
That's a good one, actually. That's a good.
It'd be hilarious.
But then I got to insult you, though, because you got to be Rocky, and I got to give you the chance. I'm going to give you a chance, a shot at the American dream. Don't you believe that? America is the land of opportunity, Rock.
Oh my God, that'd be great. You'd have to have an afro and a mustache and everything. It'd be amazing. It'd be amazing. People would pay to see that, I think.
I think so. No. And we'll make sure it ends like Rocky 2 now. So you get to beat yeah, and you get to beat me up at the end, and I'm mad, at the end, and and when we do a rematch and we both fall down and try to get back up, it's 1 split second.
well, the best part about me is I can punch and safely punch you where it doesn't hurt you, but it looks real. So it'd be amazing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
Actually, Johnny Longfeather just said that he could host the fight at the casino.
Oh, he could host a fight at the casino. What casino is that, though?
He has a casino. He has the Johnny Longfeather's Casino and Cheeseburger Emporium. It's out in Connecticut.
Well, no way. No way. In Connecticut. He has a casino in Connecticut. No way. No, I ain't buying it.
No, he does. Yeah, I didn't believe it either until I went.
Well, that'd be something, but
he was gracious enough to give me like.
We'll talk about it. I'll see what I could do. I'll send you a Blogtalk Radio an email and see what happens. Because they want to pay for it. I mean, they get all the money. They're spending a freaking $40 a month for everybody.
We'll talk to the athletic commission out in North Carolina because they think we're both retarded. You can hear it in their voice.
No.
They literally they thought it was a prank call. I'm like, no. I was like, it's a charity. Let's get it sanctioned. And they were like, oh, you both are fucking dumb. Like they didn't say it, but that's what it sounded like.
You got to remember, you're talking to people in North Carolina. They're all stupid down here, so you got to remember that. So.
Oh man. But anyway,
all right, I wanted to get... That's good. Yep. We'll talk. All right, I will contact you. All right. Tell your listeners, tell Tony, go to hell.
Tony's already living in hell. He's fat, and I don't think he's been laid in the past 5 years, but all right. Oh, he hung up. Amazing. So my question with this is, as we all just heard my professional, friendly voice on the phone, I did, internet friend, what you said. I'm not going to repeat what you're saying, but if anybody goes in the chat room to read what internet friend said, that's damn it, Ash, I forgot to bring you on. Sorry about that, but yeah. I mean, it's real. I've actually called the athletic commission and don't talk to them, and I've started fighting. And Johnny Longfeather thinks the fight's canceled. On his show, he's going to have a different opinion on it. But guys, I'm trying. I'm actually trying. And I'm trying here. And yes, I would do it for charity, and yes, I would do it for fun. So, but either way, I guess it is what it is. So anyway, before I sign off, because I'm going to sign off, and you guys are going to all sign off with me, and bam, get your fucking internet fixed. I think Joe Gibson, if he was smart, with my 3 minutes left, I think if Joe Gibson was smart, he would work with me, not against me. Because it seems like everything I touch fucking turns to gold sometimes. Or at least radio gold. Yeah. So, oh good, you fixed your internet, Bam. You shun him a bitch. All right, but yeah, I'm gonna still talk to them, see what's going on with that. I love charities. I've fought for charities before. Never knocked anybody out during a charity fight. I did Battle at the Bay. That was I forget what charity that was for. I don't think I knocked anybody out. No, I didn't. The guy that I fought was from Ireland, and he had about 20 boxing matches, and he was gassed the fuck out when he got in there with me. But, Bam called me a son of a bitch. Thank you. Much love in this room. All right, so I guess I will talk to you guys later. And that about sums it up for the wrap-up show. That there was nothing to wrap up. I think I should just do my own show. It doesn't have to be a wrap-up show. Internet friend loves my pussy, and I love yours as well. Keep it hanging. All right, guys. Thank you. Talk to you later. When Tony has a show, I'll have a show. Or if not, I'll just do one myself. I really don't give a fuck at this point. Because I enjoy talking to you guys. All right. Have a good night. I have a special treat for you, my next show. Very special treat. Some hidden files that we could all listen to and laugh at. It's going to piss a lot of people off, but I don't give a shit. Until then, have a good night. Yeah, it's scandalous, as Ash would say. Very scandalous. So, I'll talk to you guys later. Be good. And there's a part where Uncle Tony says, Buonasera, right? I'm kidding. I don't say that stupid shit. I'll talk to you guys later. I'm getting a warning from the Blogtalk broad. Good night. Thanks for listening. And talk to you soon.